Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and I am going to attempt the Ride or Die makeup tag started by Jaclyn Hill. I was tagged by some friends on Instagram. I've chosen one all-time favorite holy grail makeup item from each category, so let's get into the tag. Starting with primer, my favorite face primer is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. I've been using this for a long time. I've tried a lot of other primers and I just like the balance that this one has between feeling that silicone pore filling kind of texture, but it's not too drying and it doesn't really ball up on my skin when I apply foundation. I think this is like my third tube of this and that's pretty impressive because it takes a long time to use up primer. So this is definitely my favorite primer. I had a hard time choosing a favorite foundation. I really like switching up my foundation just depending on what kind of look I'm going for, whether I need more coverage. Some days I really enjoy a light coverage or a BB cream, but if I could only have one foundation, I would choose the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is a full coverage foundation, but I just love the way my skin looks. Every time I wear it, I know it's gonna look great. I know I'm gonna look flawless. So if I could only have one foundation, I would choose this one. And then if I wanted lighter coverage, maybe just mix it with a moisturizer or something. But this has to be my favorite foundation. My favorite concealer will probably be no surprise if you've watched any of my other videos or if you follow me on Instagram. I talk about this all the time. The Urban Decay Naked Weightless Concealer is the best concealer ever. I don't even know what else to say about it. It has great coverage. It doesn't break up. It's the best concealer ever. And I love concealer, so that's saying something. I actually chose two powders, but I use them in different ways, so I don't think that it's cheating. My favorite powder for setting my concealer is my NYX HD Finishing Powder in the shade Translucent. I love the way that this finishes my concealer. It never looks cakey, it doesn't break up, it's just a beautiful powder. It wears well through the whole day, plus it's affordable, so I'm not mad at that. You can tell I like it because I have a big pan in the middle there. For setting the rest of my face, which I like to do every day, even though I have dry skin, I just find that it helps my bronzer and blush and highlight apply more smoothly, and it keeps me from looking shiny throughout the day, which you would think I wouldn't get shiny because I have dry skin, but I live in a very warm, very humid climate, so I do like to powder my face, but I like to add a little luminosity with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I use the shade medium. I do think that these run light, and this is kind of a newer purchase for me, but I can already tell you I will like this forever. I love this powder. I love the way it makes my skin look. I love it. My all-time favorite bronzer is the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. I'm kind of having a love-hate relationship with this right now because it's in a project pan, so I've been trying to use it up and it is a beast. It is really hard to get through a bronzer. I don't know if you've ever tried to use up a bronzer. If you have used up a bronzer, you are awesome because it's hard. I like that this doesn't pull too orange. It's not too dark. It just gives me a nice sun-kissed look and I just love it. I love it. Now for my favorite contouring product. I don't contour every day and I definitely don't do a very strong contour, and for that reason I really love this Wet n Wild Color Icon contouring palette. I have the shade Dulce de Leche. I love this contouring powder. I don't really use the lighter powder, but this blends so smoothly. It doesn't pull too orange or too red. It's a nice gray toned brown and it's perfect contour powder for me. My favorite highlighter is Moonstone from Becca. I love this shade for my complexion. I love Becca highlights. They can do no wrong. So Moonstone is by far my favorite highlighter. It was so difficult to choose just one blush. There are a lot of blushes that I love, and there are two brands in particular that do blushes perfectly in my opinion. The first one is Tarte and the second one is NYX. But when it comes down to my most used, most loved, if I could only have one blush, it would be Nude Tude from the NYX HD blush line. I it hurts me to not choose a Tarte blush because I think Tarte does blushes better than anyone except NYX. I really wanted to cheat and choose a Tarte blush too. I love Celebrated from Tarte, but when it comes down to it, I have to pick one, and I'm choosing Nude Dude. My absolute holy grail brow product is the Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I use the shade Dark Brown. It used to be called Brunette. It's so soft, pigmented, easy, it has a spoolie. I don't know what else to say. Everybody loves this. She's the brow queen for a reason. Brow Wiz is a must-have. I can't tell you how hard it was for me to choose eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. I love palettes. There's so many brands that do beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows, and honestly, I love them all. And if I could choose them all, I would. I really wrestled back and forth between my different Too Faced chocolate bars, some of my Anastasia palettes, my Z palette, and I kept going back to my Lorac Pro palettes. I was really this close to choosing the original Lorac Pro palette, but I have settled on an all-time favorite palette, and it's the Too Faced chocolate bar. I'm sorry if that's super basic, but everybody loves this palette for a reason. I mean, first of all, the packaging is frickin' adorable because Too Faced. And it smells great. The shadows are so pigmented. They're so blendable. They're just absolutely perfect. And this particular mix of shadows really works well for me. There are a couple subtle pops of color, but it's mostly neutrals. It's a good mix of mattes and satin and glittery shades. And if I could only take one with me, I would have to choose this one because I know that I could get eye looks that I really enjoy. I did choose I did choose a single shadow. For my Holy Grail single shadow, it was super easy. It's Amber Rush from the L'Oreal Infallible line. This shadow is beautiful, it's perfect, it always looks great. If I could only have one single eyeshadow, I would choose this one. This was not a hard decision. I would not look back. I love this shadow, Amber Rush. Love you. When it comes to eyeliner, I'm not a big eyeliner girl. I don't do a winged liner. I don't wear eyeliner on the regular. But I do love a nude liner for my lower waterline. That is something, if I'm gonna reach for eyeliner, I will go for that a lot. And I've tried several of them, and I have to say I have found the perfect one. It's the Nude Inner Rim liner from Tarte. This is so easy to apply. It goes on smoothly. It wears for a long time. It doesn't sting my eyes. I love this eyeliner. If I was gonna have one eyeliner, I would have to have this one. Choosing a favorite mascara was pretty easy for me. My beloved Maybelline Lash Sensational is a staple. I've been through several of these. I love to test out new mascaras, but I always go back to this one. I love this mascara. It's freaking fantastic. If you don't have it, you should try it. It's good. Lip products were another one that were really, really hard for me to choose. Not quite as hard as eyeshadow palettes, but I think I've narrowed it down to my favorites. My favorite lip liner is Peekaboo Neutral from NYX. I love the way this looks. It's like a My Lips But Better kind of shade for me, so it goes with pretty much anything that I want to wear, and it's just a staple for me, so I gotta have Peekaboo Neutral. My must-have lipstick is Cookie from ColourPop. This is a perfect nude. It's a matte. It's so comfortable. It's $5. Freaking love it. Cookie is perfect. I could wear this color every day. I will probably have to repurchase this in the near future. I love this shade so much. Now for a liquid lipstick. I love liquid lipsticks so much. I love matte lips. I love liquid lipsticks, but I think the perfect formula is the Melted Mattes from Too Faced. This is in the shade Queen Bee. It's kind of like a mauvey, purpley nude pink. That's a terrible description, I know. I love the way this looks. I love the way it wears. I love the way it feels. I love the packaging. Can I say that I love it anymore? I don't think I can. My last lip product is a gloss. I chose the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. This is a nice nude gloss. It smells like cake batter. It's not too sticky, but it does manage to stay on my lips for a long time. It looks great over other lip products. This is just a really nice shade for me. Obviously, I love a nude lip, so Tiramisu is my all-time go-to gloss. Last but not least, I'm on to setting sprays. Yes, I said setting sprays. I think that I can get away with choosing two because Fix Plus is technically not a setting spray. If you go and look on MAC's website, it's a finishing spray, which means it's supposed to help decrease any look of powderiness and to help your makeup kind of melt into the skin and not to extend the life of your makeup. I love Fix Plus. Like I said, I powder every day even though I have dry skin. So I use this to set down that powder, and I also love to use it with eyeshadows to give them a more metallic or foiled look. And I go through this stuff. I mean, I probably use up 8 to 10 bottles a year. I absolutely can't live without it. I always have at least a bottle in backup, and I use it like water. I love it. But when it comes to actual setting sprays, so something that I use at the end of my makeup routine to extend the life of my makeup, I always go with my Urban Decay All Nighter. I love this setting spray. It keeps my makeup on all day. Even though I live in this humid, sweaty climate, my makeup will look great when I wear this. Even helps keep my eyeshadow from creasing. I love this stuff. I know some people are kind of hit or miss with it, but for me, it's definitely a hit. I'm tagging all of you who haven't tried this challenge yet to show us your ride or die makeup items. If you've done this video, leave a link in the comments down below so that we can go and check it out. I love to see what other people are choosing. It's so much fun to see what people love, why they love it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Literally just put lip gloss on, and now I'm thirsty. Damn it. Can I speak? Yes, I can. Can I fix my hair? No, I can't. And something else. Okay, just get it all out. I have a lot of Too Faced items. I really like Too Faced. Probably. It's just. What? I have the small little. What is this? Whatever, move on. Maybelline. Not good at words today.